Later.
Hi my beautiful Libras, how are you? If you're new, hi, welcome. My name is Michelle and this is a requested video. This is gonna be called Heal Yourself reading. If other zodiac signs wants it, just let me know and I can make it, but like I said before, it was requested for Libras, so here I am. I might do a series, you know, when I actually do like the 12 zodiacs together as a shorter message, but I also will do, if you guys like this kind of readings, I could do this for specifically, you know, specifically for Libras, and also I can do the 12 zodiac signs so everybody could have a little bit of my message. But anyways, with that said, how are you guys? I hope everybody's doing amazing. We are gonna be starting, but before anything, a friendly reminder that my readings have no date. They are divinely guided. Everything has free will. Not everything is going to resonate with everybody. Keep in mind that roles could be reversed between you and your person. And with that said, these are general readings, so not personal, so keep that in mind. This is the deck I might be using, that one there. And without further ado, let me just dive in with this oracle. This oracle dropped me a lot because I felt like this was even before it was suggested. I ordered this a while back and I forgot I had it, and I guess, you know, the energies was calling me. I knew that I was gonna use it eventually, so here I am. So let's see, Libra, what is the messages from Spirit to see how is it that you can heal yourself from whatever it is, you know, you need to heal. So let's see for Libra. So we have a letting go, soulmate, okay. Inner child. Thank you, Spirit. Have faith, courage, healing, and overall energy, please. We have unleash your creativity. So at the bottom here, wild and alchemy. So alchemy, for those who don't know, I'm going to put a little bit of this description here, because like I said before, there's a lot of people who like to give their opinions, so I'm going to just put the description here, so for those who don't know exactly. And without further ado, alchemy, in my words, what I read and what I know, is that when you make something something magical out of nothing, like creativity, it's instead. Sometimes that's why witches were considered like alchemists, because they will use unusual things and they make a potion. They will make stuff like, you know, like for example, tarot readers, you know, like we use cards to tell you what's going on. So this is one of many of the descriptions. Like I said before, this is what I read throughout time, throughout many books. Of course, I'm going to give you an alchemist here definition. Again, I'm not asking anybody to give me a description. I have Google and I can do it, so I'll put it right here, because I know that some people do it because they want to help, but most people do it just to cause controversy, and that is not what my channel is all about. And that's why I deleted, because like I said before, you're not coming to this channel to cause chaos. This channel is all about, you know, growth, trying to love us as ourselves, and you know, like growth and all of that. There's no need to add chaos to this beautiful channel, so that's why I don't allow it. So if you were thinking of doing that, just don't do it, because I'm going to put it on the video, because that causes controversy, because I've seen it and I delete it. That's why you guys don't see it, because I keep eyes on my channel. So anyways, going back to this, we got letting go, soulmate, and inner child. So it seems to be that somebody is hurting from a soulmate connection. Okay, somebody here is aching here because of a soulmate. Somebody's having a very hard time to let go of this person, having a very hard time to letting go of control, perhaps. Of course, when we're telling you to let go in the readings, right, doesn't always mean that it's the end of the situation. It's just like, it's not for now. Hold on. And people be telling me sometimes like, no, if they love me, they should. a lot of things would have happened, and I'm not here to tell you that your feelings are not valid, because they are valid. But the point of listening to spirit messages is to have an open mind and open heart to receive the message, because half of the time we are going to, sometimes I have people who want to hear what they want to hear, and they don't hear what they have to hear, and that's why they stay themselves in that loop. But they're telling you that you are having a hard time letting go of control, letting go a control situation that's related to the soulmate. Your inner child is the one holding on to the soulmate, holding on to the situation. This inner child is scared of abandonment. Is scared of losing this person, meaning that this person, somebody here has abandonment issues, right? You're hurting. You're afraid because you don't know exactly what will happen if you don't have control over the situation. Because yes, it's very easy to say, yeah, I trust the universe. Yes, I'm okay. I'm not rushing into anything. But whenever we don't see the reaction that we want out of whatever the situation we're expecting, we start to get doubts. We start to get different impatience, and that is when you know that your inner child was not ready to let go, but you are having or struggling letting go of the soulmate because your inner child refuses to do so, because your inner child is this energy of like, I'm not ready for it, or this energy of like, I need them in my life, this energy of like, what if I let them go and they don't come back ever again, so it's like fear and afraid, and again, it's just fear of like not knowing exactly what will happen. Like you don't want to lose them completely. So you really do not know what will happen if you let them go. So your inner child is clinging to this person. Your inner child is actually, without you knowing, having you control the situation. And that is hurting you at the end. That's why you can't heal completely, because you're not listening. Even though that your inner child is the one clinging, you're not listening to their needs, like to your inner child's need. Like you should talk to your inner child and say, hey, what's going on? And they will tell you what's going on. And if you ask me, there's many ways to connect with your inner child, but the best one that I know is meditation. I know people go, I don't want to do that. That is your choice, and nobody's going to make you do anything. But you need to talk to your inner child. You need to connect with it, because that is the source of this problem of being unable to heal. Have faith and courage right here. They're telling you to have faith when it comes to letting go of the situation, because yes, you will need a lot of strength and a lot of courage to let go of, to trust the universe, trust that it's not the end. And I know it's hard. I know that, but you have to find that, and you have to have faith, because as soon as you understand that somebody else's energies, and the same thing goes with you, Libra, somebody else's energies or your energies are not somebody else's possession. If your person right now needs to be let go, right? If your soulmate right now needs to be let go, you need to try to listen to it, because it'll heal you the same time it heals it, and it heals them. I know it's like confusing to understand, and like I said before, it's not always about understanding. It's more about getting the information, in a way accept it, and eventually you will understand the readings, because like I explained to multiple people, especially the newer ones, that future readings or fortune readings are future stuff, not things that you know, because otherwise we wouldn't need tarot readers, right? With the healing right here, you have to understand that for you to heal or to start your healing process, you need to start finding a way of letting go of this soulmate. And it's not, like I said before, it's not about not being together with them ever again. It's more about the codependency, the control that there is in this connection. Because if you remember the last reading for Libras, there was toxicity, right? And codependency, fears, control is a way for toxicity. unleash your creativity. Right now, if you're wondering like, how can I start letting go of this person? How can I do this? They're telling you to use your imagination, to pretty much use your creativity, because like I said before, even though that we are Libras, we are not 100% the same. We got multiple things that makes us different, right? But unique at the same time. So you have multiple ways for you to find a way of letting them go. So you can actually work on what is important right now, which is your inner child, because your inner child is hurt. Your inner child is causing you not wanting to let go because of fear, but you have to find the root of that fear. What caused it? What is causing it? And how can we fix it? And how can we get better so we can actually not affect this soulmate connection or any other future ones? And as I was saying, I think I cut myself off, that when I say let go doesn't always mean the end. It means that it's not right now. And when we talk about let go, you have to understand that you won't have an answer for a specific date. And that is the thing, because you cannot say that you are ready to let go, but when? It's like, okay, I'll let them go now, but when are they going to come back? You're not letting them go because you are wanting to say that you're letting go just because you want to get the reward, because you've been told, or I'm telling you, like, oh, if you let them go, you're gonna be rewarded with something better. So you're not doing it because you really think is the best thing for you. You're clearly doing it just because you want to be rewarded in any way, shape, or form. So what I'm trying to say is, when we truly let go of a situation, we do not put a date of they should come back this day, because then you're not letting go. You're trying to gaslight yourself in letting go, and you cannot gaslight the universe or spirit whatsoever. So you need to find a way where your creativity focus in multiple things, so you're able to let go of the connection, so you can work on what is important, which is your inner child. Wild and alchemy right here. When you do that, when you work on yourself, it's time for you to get out and be free, meaning that be your true self. Focus on your magic, focus on your craft, because you are a magical being. You need to find a way to focus into your alchemist, or alchemy, which is your magic. I got so many hiccups. I always get hiccups when the readings are very, very intense. It's like I get hiccups. Let's see. What else Libra needs to know about the situation? Inner child. Again, you need to focus on what is important, which is your inner child. Inner child. Self-love. Look at that. Look at that. Cycles. So you need to, like I said, the root of your issues is your inner child. Now, because I'm talking to multiple Libras, it's not a personal reading, so you guys will have to find a way. Like I said before, there's many ways that you can connect with your inner child and find the root of your problem. But another thing that is telling me is that there's a self-love situation. You're afraid of people abandoning you. You're afraid of people going. You're afraid that you could be replaced sometimes. And you have to understand that you cannot be, once you understand self-love, you understand that you cannot be afraid of losing people, because if those people are not afraid of losing you, it means that they're not the people for you. But your self-love and your self-worth needs to be together for you to not be afraid of losing people, because whoever is meant to be with you, they will either or find a way back or never go, because they want to be with you, because they don't want things because they're achieving. Let's say they don't want to be with you because they're taking something from you. They want to be with you because they want to. You know, there's people that are with you just to get things from you. It could be money, it could be energy, it could be a lot of things. But the people who truly love you, they will be with you no matter what. Cycles right here. This is going to be the beginning of the healing. Once you work on your inner child, once you work on the self-love, it's the beginning of a cycle. Now, cycles, they go at their own speed. They go at their own flow. They don't always have a date. And that is the thing. Whenever you decide to go through healing, go to this letting go phase that I'm talking about, you have to understand that patience will be needed in a way that you will forget about a date. Meaning that if you're still on this path of like, I want them to reach out to me this day, I want to be together that day, I've been waiting for 20 years. I do understand that time is a lot, but once again, you have to understand that healing is timeless and letting go is timeless. And oh, hold on. So as I was saying, sorry, my son is just upset because he wanted more candy and I wouldn't give him more candy because he don't need more candy. But anyways, as I was saying, cycles are timeless and you have to be ready for this, because your inner child, like, I'm going to repeat this until I finish with this reading, because your inner child is screaming for help at this point, meaning that you need to start healing that. And that is all very connected to your self-worth, because you are sometimes letting people treat you in a way that you shouldn't be letting them. Like, people should not be treating you the way sometimes they do. If you love yourself, once you love yourself, you understand that letting go somebody, it is not something that is questionable. It is not something that is like confusing. It's not something that you're going to be like, oh my goodness, what now? No. Keep in mind that whoever wants you will be with you and or will find you. You know what I'm trying to say? I know it's confusing. It's confusing for me too sometimes, but that's pretty much the message. Let's see. We got self-sabotage here. Okay. Letting go. They're calling you out, Libra. And then dreams. Overall energy. Can I have just overall energy? Use your crit. Unleash your crit. Pride. Okay. So, self-sabotage and letting go. So you are the one who are, in a way, sabotaging the letting go, because like I said before, when you, let's say for example, when you listen to tarot readings, right, saying that somebody's coming back, keep in mind that if it's with my readings, half of the time it's timeless. So it doesn't mean that just because you're waiting for somebody in a way, that you have to have control of their arrival, or that you have to not take care of yourself. Like, even though that you're waiting for somebody, because somebody could be waiting for somebody, right? Keep in mind that people will come back into your life or re-enter them at their own pace. So you should not need to have a timer. You should not need to have a calendar and when they're coming back, and when they're gone doing their own thing, you should do your own thing, which is stop self-sabotaging your healing and let them go. And whenever they're coming back, whenever that time is, just know that you're going to be ready to either or accept whoever this person is, or say no thank you. Dreams. Keep in mind that you're going to be dreaming a lot. You're going to be dreaming a lot. And these dreams that you're going to be having soon, Libra, they're not just dreams. These are messages from your ancestors or higher self. Keep in mind, try to find a book and write down all your dreams that you're going to be having soon. They're going to actually, some of you are going to be waking up around 3 in the morning, 2 and or 4. And some of you are going to have difficulties falling back to sleep. Keep in mind that it's just, there is an ancestor trying to talk to you, or a spirit guide trying to talk to you. So like I said before, they want to help you heal that inner child, and this inner child situation might be tiny and you can actually work it out faster than others, but until you don't put that into perspective, until you don't put that as a priority in a way, shape or form, you're going to have a hard time doing that. Again, unleash your creativity on now, you know, when you work on yourself on that. Work on the things that you like. You know, you are so creative, so crafty, so intelligent, so smart, so beautiful, you know, inside and out. Use that so you can actually express yourself, be who you really are, work on the things that you need to work on, and in a way you get yourself entertained and not so focused in somebody's comeback. Pride. Some of you are having issues with pride because it is hard to admit sometimes that we're wrong. It is hard to admit that this person might not be the one for you sometimes, or it's hard to admit to, like, yeah, I should have done that earlier, you know. Pride is poisonous and we all have it. We all have it. And the first step to work on your pride is accepting it. And like I said before, it's not saying I'm proud of my work. Pride is like when you have so much pride that you are unable to accept that maybe things are done a different way. to achieve what you want. And I feel like some of you, my beautiful Libras, are hesitant and resistant into the idea of letting go, completely without a date, so you can focus on yourself. But keep in mind that somebody else's love should be as important as your own love. So again, there's cycles that needs to be broken. There's karma that can be broken and needs to be broken. But once again, now the main thing is you, yourself, and you. This cycles, this healing is nothing. I'm trying to find the words because I'm bilingual, so keep that in mind. This cycles, this healing has nothing to do with your person. It has everything to do with you. And I know it's hard to understand, but you cannot just do things just to see if that person comes back or if you're gonna get rewarded. The main reward, or the best reward that you can have, is being happy on your own skin and being free from karma or from situation that keeps you in the loop, you know. Unleash your creativity. They keep saying that. So sabotage. They keep telling you that you're sabotaging yourself. Discover your life purpose. Look at that. So this time, when you decide to heal, when you decide to jump into that, you're also going to find a different side of your life purpose. You're going to find a lot of things. And I know I put myself as an example, but I just want you to know, guys, that I understand what the message is, and I've been through it too. So I just want to share a little bit of, you know, what I've been through, just not to minimize anybody's story, because some people take it like that, and that's sad that you guys feel like that, and that's a personal problem that you guys will have to fix. Because like I said before, I'm just here to, you know, have the one-on-one, and, you know, like I'm talking to a friend. So when I met a soulmate, because keep in mind that we have multiple lifetimes and we're going to meet multiple soulmates. So this was a karmatic soulmate, or a lesson soulmate, whatever you want to call it. It was not the soulmate that I was meant to marry. Most definitely the soulmate that I'm with right now, which is my fiance, is the person that I'm going to marry in the future. But going back to this story, I met this person, and, you know, we know the soulmate situation. And when I understood in a way and knew that I had to let them go, it was very hard for me to let him go. I was like, holy mother, like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. And I put so much resistance. I put so much trying to, like, control the situation, because in my head, I thought I could control it. I thought it was going to change something. It did not. Once I was tired of this feeling of defeated, this feeling of like not having closure, having a void, having like so many questions, feeling not like myself, I decided that I needed to let them go, because I needed to heal. I needed to work on myself, because I just didn't like the way I was acting. I didn't like the way I was feeling, you know, because of the situation of me controlling everything. So I became obsessed, right? And I didn't want to do that, because I knew love was not obsessive. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to let it go. So I worked on myself. I blocked this person, deleted their number, and started working on myself. And how do I do that? I was hard. I cried. But then I started working out just to keep myself, you know, occupied. I started to read more tarot, to buy stuff for spirituality. And I started to realign my life and realign my thoughts and priorities, and when it came to myself. Of course, I'm a mom, and my son has always been my priority, but I'm a person, and I'm talking about me as a person. As a person, I rearranged my priorities in what I wanted to do and what I wanted to look like, you know, and I actually did it. I healed. It took me a whole year, but it did. And trust me that this self-worth that I have right now, this freedom that I have right now, it's something that I wouldn't change for a minute. So keep in mind that it is hard. It is hard because it's not easy, but it is worth it. That's all I can tell you. And of course, all of you are going to have different experiences. So keep in mind that just because you might not feel like me, or it won't work the same as me, Oh my goodness, look, procrastination. Don't hold back, don't stop it, don't pause it, because procrastination is when you keep on saying like, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. It's not gonna help you. But like I said before, keep in mind that every single person will actually move at their own speed. So healing is not something to be compared or something to be like discussing to see who did better, because everybody will do what's best for them at the time and at the speed that's best for them. We got now, how teachable are you? How teachable are you? Question mark. Hole in the soul right here. Every time you procrastinate the healing, you're going to be facing challenges and challenge after challenge. And they're asking, how teachable how teachable are you, I should say. Meaning that, do you learn yet? How many challenges you have to go through to understand that you need to put yourself as a priority, and how much suffering or how much karma or how much whatever you want to call, right, you have to go through, so you understand that it's time for you to take care of yourself, to take care of your not only spirituality but your inner child, your self-worth. How teachable are you? Like, how much more do they need to do to show you that you need to put yourself first and you need to take care of yourself? How much? Hole in the soul. Every time you procrastinate the healing, keep in mind that you're gonna face challenge after challenge. You're gonna say you learn from it, but you're gonna repeat it again, and that is when they're asking you, how teachable are you? And then you're gonna end up with a hole in your soul, which is deception and disappointment. It's because instead of putting yourself first and working what you needed to work on, which was you, yourself, and you decided to put your energies elsewhere. And right now, what you need to work is on your inner child, work on yourself, work on your self-worth, work on the control issues, work on the codependency, work on the abandonment issues. And those are things that you need to work on right now, that it's not anything that you need to feel embarrassed about. And hold on, my son. You're going to be faced, like I said, with the disappointment, deception, and all of that. So why does it happen, baby? Because you need to understand that it's not only time to fall in love, it's not time for you to chase nobody, it's time for you to stop what you're doing, stop with the codependency, and start the cycles of healing. Any advice for Libras before I go? Look, what is sabotaging love right now? It's telling you self-sabotage is yourself, and it's pride. For you to achieve this love that you're seeking, this love that you want, you need to stop self-sabotaging yourself, stop procrastinating, and work on the things that need to be worked on, because pride is not doing you any good. And before I go, I'm going to give you guys a message from your angels. So let's see. We got 3 cards at the bottom, Amethyst, and it says, revealing your true self. As you allow others to know the real you, you'll feel loved for who you truly are. Then we got Deep Emotional Healing. Your heart is ready to heal from past experiences, and you are willing to devote time and energy towards therapeutic care. Jade, and it says wellness. The recovery of health and wellness is here. Like I said before, they're telling you what I just told you, which is it's time for you to take care of yourself and work on the little things. Again, I hope you do it, because I feel it's gonna work for you. But anyways, anything you do at the time that you do it is always your decision. Okay, so this is the end of your reading. Thank you so much for the love and support. Please like and subscribe, and I'll be back this week with more readings. Bye.